Hey gang, if you're a follower of my channel, you know you've seen a lot of Paperwhite videos coming up lately, and don't worry, there are a ton more. Unless you don't like that, then I'm sorry, but there are a ton more coming. Right now, this is the 2012 edition of the Paperwhite. The easiest way to know this is if you look at the back, it says Kindle. On the 2013, the largest, actually the only difference on the outside, it says Amazon. So, today we're going to be comparing the 2012 edition Paperwhite with the 2012 edition Kindle, which is the only edition of Kindle there is. I mean, they haven't come out with a 2013 edition. And for some reason, my camera's like, let's act all funky right now when you need it to. Not. Alright, so here's going to be a quick comparison between these two, since there's not much you can really compare. I mean, well, let's just get started. Here is the 2012 Paperwhite for $120, although now you could probably get it cheaper refurbished, but Amazon does not sell this anymore, I believe. They only sell the 2013, which is about the same, so when I compare this to this, I'm exactly, well, you know, I'll get into that later. So, here is the 2012 edition Paperwhite. Both are very light. Of course, this is lighter, as it does not have a light or a higher processor inside of it. It actually feels very cheap. The back is a different type of material than this back, even though they both say Kindle. This one is not embedded into it, it is just painted on, and it's just not as good quality, I would say. On the back here you have these two little conductors which are plugged into the case. This is the regular Kindle, by the way, and when they plug into the case, that's what charges the light, which of course the Paperwhite has built in. First off, this is $69 without special offers, and for $20 more you can get them. I know with special offers is the $69, and without is $20 more. And this is a very cheap device. I would not care about special offers on this. I would let them stay on there because it doesn't really matter. It's just for reading. On the Paperwhite, it is a high quality device. On this one, it's just cheap. Throw it in your bag. You can ignore the thing. It's a very high quality screen. I mean, angles on it are amazing. For even being a last year product, I still should recommend this if you don't want to spend the money on a Paperwhite. Let's go ahead and turn them both on. And there are some significant differences when you first turn them on. Let's get to the home screen on the regular Kindle. So, first off, let me turn the light off on this one so it doesn't, you know. Over here, you can see on the right, the Paperwhite has the option to view it as a list or as a cover view. I prefer cover view, and on this, you cannot do that. It is, well, you could. I mean, they should be able to allow you to do that, but they don't let you. So all they give you is a list form. And as you can see, it's still running the old Kindle keyboard-like software where it tells you at the top, the bar up there. It's kind of a 3D looking design, and I don't like that too much. I prefer the new minimal design on the new one. But of course, this is older, cheaper. You're not paying it for the software. Of course, you have an advertisement at the bottom. Page 1 of books downloaded, and then you can go to your archived items, your dictionaries, and such. So we'll take a look at Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. To select a book, you navigate around with this directional D-pad, and we'll click on Mere Christianity by pressing in the middle right here. And to select a book on here, on the Paperwhite, you swipe over to the book you want to read. For example, well, I guess Mere Christianity is not on here. We will use, what book am I not reading? We'll read, really? We'll read, oh, come on, something that has X-ray. Excuse me. We'll read The Thin Man, which I guess it doesn't matter what book we read, but when you first open the book on the basic Kindle, it gives you the notification bar at the top telling you what book you're reading, tells you the signal Wi-Fi in your battery, and on the bottom it tells you how much percentage you are in the book. Once you start turning pages with the side buttons, that goes away, and all you have is the book you're reading, except for the 3% at the bottom. So you can keep tapping them. It goes very fast page turns, and it is very high quality for this compared to the Paperwhite, where you just swipe over and it swipes like that. So let's both test real fast a page turn on both of them, which will be somewhat interesting. So I guess they're both about the same. I mean, the only difference is that this one has a little more clunky together while this one's smoother, but that's not even that big of a deal. this is a very well-made device. Like I said, the screen quality is extremely high, and if you're just getting it for the fact of it's cheap, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Of course, if you're looking for something cheap that has a touch screen, you can always go with the Nook Simple Touch, which I will have a comparison between these two later. But let me show you an example for writing notes. For on here, for highlighting, you hold down your finger and then drag like so. There you go, you've highlighted, and it gives you the option to share, add note, highlight, or more. On this device, on the Kindle, see the little clicker? You slide up to the area where you want to start, like for example there, and then you press in the middle, right here I believe, and at the top it'll say full definition, start highlight, create note, or cancel. So we'll click start highlight, and then I just drag over with the little directional D-pad how much I want to be highlighted, and then I press OK in the middle, the little select button, and then it says end highlight, share, create note, or cancel. So I'm going to cancel that, but that's showing you it's a few more steps and more clicking with this. And if I wanted to create a note, I would press the same thing, and at the top I would select create note. Now this is the fun part. To create a note, you have to click everywhere you want to go, whereas on the Paperwhite, if I wanted to create a note for something, I would highlight it, more, add note, and there we go. I could just type a note into it, which is very nice. I much prefer, of course, touchscreen compared to this, but it won't take too long, to type a note, and it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So if you do not want to spend the money, like I said, this is more than sufficient. Okay, so we pretty much run down all the features that are on both Kindles. Some major ones that are only on this device. Seriously, this X-ray's not on there. Let me go over to Speaker for the Dead. Okay, some features that are on this device that are not on the original or the basic Kindle are the X-ray. So if you tap at the top and there's X-ray right there, it tells you the people in this chapter, or this page at the moment. You can go to chapter view or book view, and it will stay on the page. It tells you the people in this page. You can press on a router, and it gives you the rundown of who he is, and it gives you information about where he is throughout this whole book, or mentioned on this page if you selected page. So, and you can also look at terms. So the term Portuguese is mentioned quite a while on this page. They tell you what that means. So you cannot do that on the basic Kindle. So I highly recommend the Paperwhite over the basic if you can afford it or want to spend more money, because you do get what you pay for. You get many more features, and for one, you get a light, which you have to buy the case, which is not as nice because it's a little light shining down compared to the light in the screen. So all in all, it's up to you. What do you want to spend on? How much do you want to spend? Yada yada. If you prefer clicking with the sidebar buttons over here for forward and back instead of tapping on a screen, then go with this. But if you prefer those but want a touchscreen as well, I highly recommend going with this. It is a much better device. But both are extremely well built, and Kindle, I think, might be coming out with a new one this year, 2013 edition. But right now, these have been the 2012 Kindle and the Kindle Paperwhite of 2012. So look forward to my channel for more reviews. I just got the 2013 Kindle Paperwhite in the mail. Many more videos will be coming up with that, including comparison with this Kindle. But don't expect much. It'll be the same as this one. So thank you for watching this video, and hope you have a great day.